There's a little trick. If you don't have a knife and you need to open one of these, pull back this bit and then just snap. Okay, I'm trying to film the Michigan chicken house being put together. So you need one of these to open the boxes. I've got different bits, and of course coffee. At least for me, I need coffee. Other people might prefer a beer, but that might throw your judgment off a little bit. But here we go. So I'm hoping for no broken bits in the cartons, which are over here. And let's open them. I won't film the opening because I can't really hold the camera and do all the bits and pieces. So yeah. So the first box is open. So far so good. I always try and keep the boxes intact in case it has to go back, but that looks relatively okay. So we shall unpack this stuff now. Right. Box number 1 is unpacked. All the pieces are in good condition, so we've got everything is already half assembled, which is brilliant. There was a lot of packaging stuff, but thank you Lifland, it's all paper, so I can either put it on the fire or recycle it, so that's brilliant. No plastic, which is awesome. So yeah, so we'll open the second box now and unpack that. Hopefully there are some straight instructions in there. So box number 2 is open. So this is how it's packed, and again stuff is already assembled to a degree, so yes, on with the unpacking. So we have the rest of the bits. There's the roof bits, there's the tray, there's the roosting thingies, the piece for the roof slats, instructions, everything's there. So, well, it appears to be anyway. So yes, this is basically the lot. The great thing is there were only 2 pieces of styrofoam, only a tiny bit of plastic, and the rest of it is all packed in paper, which is awesome. And it was packed densely and quite well actually. Flat pack obviously, so nothing seems broken, so on with the build. The instructions seem relatively straightforward, in French, obviously because I bought the chicken house here in France, so yes, so there's not much to it, as you can see. The wind is helping. So yeah, that's the instructions, and on we go. I shall sort everything into the piles as I need them. Okay, I've sorted out the various bits. This is the egg boxes. Not sure, I think that's the top. Not sure what that was for yet. Here are the actual chicken hut bits, the cleaning tray, and over there are the bitumen roof. So but I've just realised my ground isn't very level, so I'm going to level that out first. Something else that is nice, basically I'm about to fix a lever on while it's flat, so it's easier. The holes are pre-scored. I don't know if you can see that there, and also all the bags of screws are labelled properly and separated out, so you don't have to figure out which screws goes with what. Okay. Well, hello again. It's been a while. Obviously, well, I fixed the hinge on, but I was using different screws, and I had to actually drill through because the screws that were with it were just not biting, not going through, and it was a bit of a pain. So I've used different screws, shorter ones. It's just a hinge, so it's fixed on there, but it's working. But yes, I didn't have a drill bit that was small enough, and I couldn't find my box of drill bits. I put it somewhere and can't find it. So had to improvise. Oh well, ho hum. Onward with the build. Right, that's the first bit done. You definitely want to have this either lying down or have a few more pairs of hands, but it's doable on your own so far. A bit more progress. I've moved it, not screwed it together yet. The floor and the thingy is in, and I'm about to put these bits on so that the egg box goes back here. So this is what it looks like. It's untreated, so I need to paint all of this with linseed oil, but yeah, we're getting there. So okay, next step. Alright, the front is on, the roof bits are on, the egg box is on, no floor in it yet. They're basically screws like this. So this is what it looks like so far. Assembly is actually very straightforward. Everything fits so far. So, and again, these screws here are mine because the ones that they supplied are just a bit shit, basically. But yes, it's basically that. And the door is working. Don't know if you can see that. So, onward. So, I actually had the bottom on the wrong way round. Those bits need to go up the top there for the dividers, and the bottom rail is for the floor to rest on. So, onward and upward. Well, the roof is on. The dividers and everything are in. As you can see, I did make one mistake. You need to screw these panels on first before you put this on. I'd screwed them, as you can see here, to this, and that's not how it was intended. I read that wrong, but never mind. But yes, the roof is on. It's getting very sunny now, so the chickens have been investigating the whole time, every now and then. So now I'm basically going to put the back roof on, the hinge and the front cage, and then we're pretty much done. But as it is for the moment, once the back thingy is on, they can use it. The last video messed up a little bit. It is actually finished. Total build time from 8:30 to about 11, so, and some time spent looking for tools and stuff. Yeah, about 11:30, so about 3 hours, I suppose. But it's done and dusted. This is the thingy, the egg box. So that's the hinge. That's a bit of a bugger to put on, but it gets there eventually. So I've actually used the paper from the packaging for the actual floor covering for the tray. There's straw in there, so that's there. There is ventilation on the other side. The hinge works, so that's there. That works. Roof on, cage is on. I've actually hooked it open with a bit of wire at the moment. There's obviously a hinge on there as well, but because it's on a bit of a slope, it keeps opening, so I've just used a bit of wire and just hooked it on there. So that's that. That's the other side. That window works as well, which is great. Ventilation, yay. I would say 4 chickens max, possibly 5 unless you have bantams. It is flimsy. It is not thick wood. It's very thin wood, but needs must. So basically I had 2 chickens die on me in the old coop, and I just don't trust it anymore, so I got a new one. I was going to make one out of pallets, but well, pallets being gold dust around here, so this is the actual chicken house. It's much bigger than the old one, higher as well. The egg boxes, there was one little bit broken on there, but that's easily glued back in. That's just a piece of the divider that holds the divider was broken off, but other than that, it's actually quite good. It's on the north side of the house. It gets more shade there, so it's not so hot. Also, it's out of the fierce winds we get here. They are howling in from the other side, so the house is hopefully going to protect it a bit. But in the winter, it's probably going to go undercover anyway, or I'll put a tarp up or something like that, so that it's dry. There's not much in the way. There is no insulation in it, obviously. The wood is thin. It is not thick. I mean, it really is. If you look at it, you know, maybe 5 mil. Well, there are, you know, it's pretty much like that divider bit there. So it's not very thick. It is very light. I wouldn't leave it hanging around in a strong wind, which we do get here, which is why it's behind the house, so it doesn't get blown over. Well, that's it really. Let's see how it does. It needs treating still, because obviously it's a bit raw at the moment, so it still needs doing, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. It was easy to put up. It really was. You'll do better with 2 hands, but with 2 extra hands, but you can do it on your own. If I can do it, I'm 5'3". I'm 55, so you know, I mean, if I can do it, anyone can. Anyway, hopefully the chickens will go in. I don't know yet. They seem to be liking to sleep in the barn, in the open barn, that is, in a box. So I don't get it, but there you go. Hopefully I can get them in there tonight and they hopefully like it. Okay, that's pretty much the build of this thing.